What are NFTs? NFTs stand for non-fungible tokens. Non-fungible tokens. In other words, these are things that you own, your property in the Web3. That's on the blockchain. If you don't know what Web3 is, if you don't know what the blockchain is, you can watch this video, the video up right up there. And then you'll be able to get to see what blockchain is and the metaverse and all that. So really, an NFT is your property in the metaverse. So whatever it is that you own in the metaverse is an NFT, explained in the simplest way possible. So just like I own this waistcoat, for example, and then no other person owns it. They may own something that looks like it, but this particular one is for me and me alone. It's the same way, whatever property you own in the metaverse is for you and you alone. So NFTs are unique. NFTs are usually registered in the blockchain. So when you have an NFT, maybe on the Ethereum blockchain, on the Solana blockchain, on the Bitcoin, Bitcoin doesn't do NFTs though. Once you have it in that blockchain, no other person has it. You are given an address, you are given an identity for that particular property, and nobody else has it. Now, why is NFT important? Why do you have to care about NFTs? Just like I said in another video that I've done before about the metaverse, the entire world is going into the metaverse, and you will need, just like you need properties here on Earth, you will need properties in that space. Right now, NFTs are really big on art and collectibles. That's really what NFTs are big on. And many people are wondering, like, why do I have to buy an artwork? It's basically like just a JPEG or a PNG that I can just right click, save, and that's it. It's mine. But that's not true. It's not yours. It's just the same way you can see a picture, very beautiful artwork, the Mona Lisa, for example, snap it, and then put on your DP, and then you claim that you own it. You don't own it. Even if you snap it, even if you have an artist recreate it for you, it's not for you because that's not the original. The original is only owned by one person. So that's one thing about NFTs. Now, why are NFTs so valuable? Number one reason NFTs are valuable is because of the flexibility or flexibility of it. You can use NFTs to flex. And then you can think, why do I need an artwork to flex? Why do I need this particular thing to flex? Man, have you really looked into the flex industry? It's generally called the luxury industry. Why do you think that people want to buy the latest iPhone? Do you think that the previous iPhone was no longer working well for them? Why do you think people want to drive certain kind of cars? There are many companies that are existing only because people like to flex. Companies like, cars like the Ferrari, the Bugatti, clothing lines like Louis Vuitton, TM Lewin and co. They are only existing because people want to flex. So that industry is a very big industry. So many people own NFTs just because they want to flex. They own the Bored Ape NFTs on the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Why? Because they want to flex. Some people own CryptoPunks just because they want to flex. All right. So that's one major reason why NFTs are important. And I must tell you, by the time we all move into the metaverse, you will want to buy some nice clothes. You will want to own some really nice hats. You will want to build a really big house, beautiful house in the metaverse. Why? Because you just want to flex. And those things are NFTs. They are NFTs. So you see, the good thing about the one unique thing about NFTs is that I can just go and check out somebody's profile and see all the things that he owns. So right now you can just check out my wallet and then you go and see everything I own from my wallet. All right. So people will judge themselves or rate themselves just by going to the internet and checking out what are the NFTs that this guy owns, what are the properties that he owns, in the metaverse. So we're coming to that point. We're also coming to the point where even the physical things that you have, you will convert them into NFTs and have them on the blockchain because they are safe there, and anybody can go there and see that, oh, you own this thing or whatever part of the world that you are in. All right, now the second reason NFTs are really, really valuable is that they are unique. No two people own the same NFT. Now the time is coming actually when one NFT would be distributable, so to say. So I can own a part of a Bored Ape. You can own a part of a CryptoPunk. I can own a part of, whatever it is that the NFT is. For example, there'll be a time, where there'll be apartment buildings in the metaverse, and then I can own a unit in that. You can own a unit in that. And then we can all just own shares in it. But then whatever share that you have is unique to you, and you alone. It's not for anybody else. Except you sell it, nobody else owns it or can claim it. Why? Because it's registered to you on the blockchain. There is no argument about who owns it. Even if somebody else just saves it, it's not for them and they can't use it. In the metaverse, people will be able to use stuff. So I can't go and use your face cap. I can't borrow your shirt, except you rent it out to me though. But then I can't just go and use your shirt. I can't use your face cap. I can't use your house. It's unique to you and you alone. And so nobody else can have access to it. That's one very beautiful thing about NFTs. Another thing about NFTs is that their utility. What can you use the NFT for in this physical world? All right. So there are some NFTs that would give you access to certain clubs. For example, very soon I'll be creating an NFT that will give you access to the Biblical Billionaire Club for life. So they can be used for certain things. There are keys to certain doors for certain doors to be opened. There will be times when you won't be able to own something in a particular estate if you don't have an NFT. Those times are coming. So the good thing about NFTs is that they have valuable in what they can be used for. So people can be members of a club just by owning an NFT. People can have access to certain information just because they own an NFT. All right. So they are very good in that part. And then one other thing that you need to look at when you're trying to buy an NFT is what's the roadmap for that collection? What's the roadmap? What's the purpose? Is it for charity? Are you what's going to happen in the future? What are they going to open up to you in the future if you buy from that NFT collection? There's a whole lot. What's the future value of this NFT? There's a whole lot about NFTs which I really cannot cover here, even including practicals and all that. Really, how to even create your own NFTs, how to create your own NFTs and sell them, how to increase the value of your own NFTs, how to ensure that your NFTs are, top of people's mind and that people can buy it, and what to do to ensure that people are interested in your NFTs, how to create your Discord accounts and all that stuff, how to create conversations around your NFTs. I teach all these things in the Biblical Billionaire Premium Club. If you want to be part of the club, all you have to do is click the link below. It's just 2,000 naira to be a part of the club per month, or 20,000 naira for a whole year. It's crazily inexpensive so that everybody can have access to this information. In the Biblical Billionaire Premium Club, we don't only talk about NFTs or metaverse. We talk about different ways in which you can make money. A lot of ways. In fact, we have 8 classes every single month. So imagine paying 2,000 naira for 8 classes. That means you're paying 500 naira for one class to get knowledge that would, about 2 hours worth of knowledge. But then the reason is so that everybody can have access. So it is crazily inexpensive, and I wouldn't think that you would pass by that opportunity. So just click the link below. Even if you don't believe in it, just do 1 month and then see how it goes after that. All right, I'll see you in the next video.